Was Eve the first woman, or was it Lilith? And why did Lilith decide to do a runner from Adam in the Garden of Eden? Lilith, also known as the mother of demons, has had a mysterious evolution across different cultures. But who was Lilith? And did she ever really exist? This is the truth about Adam's first wife. All right, let's break down how Lilith came into the picture. So in the book of Genesis, there are two creation stories about how humans were made. In the first one, men and women are created equal. But then in the second story, God makes the woman from the man's side. In the first story, Genesis 1:27 tells us, God created mankind in his image, in the image of God. He created them, male and female, he created them. Now in the second version, God uses Adam's rib to create a woman. Now in the second creation tale, Adam starts from the earth and Eve is crafted from Adam himself. Here's where the Jewish interpretation adds a twist. This twist introduces not one, but two leading ladies. First, Lilith, the pioneer who was made with Adam, and then Eve, crafted from his rib as a companion. Now in the Bible, Lilith gets a single mention in Isaiah 34:14. She's depicted as a winged demon-like figure. But Lilith had quite the journey across different cultures, switching names and shaking things up in the mythology of ancient folks. Lilith pops up in various legends, playing some serious roles. Ever heard of her being the wife of the devil, aka Samael? One legend claims that she and Samael had a demon son called Asmodai amongst their many demonic kids. They say he's the big dad of demons, living the family life with 4 demon women. And get this, in certain cultures like Assyrian, Babylonian, and Jewish circles, Lilith gets a pretty intense reputation. Some people see her as a baby-suffocating, sperm-stealing creature. In Jewish mythology, she's labeled as a demon causing trouble for kids, and she's got a whole seductress personality going on, leading men astray from their partners and tempting them into a bit of mischief. In some corners of the globe, people are raising an eyebrow, seeing her as a bit of an evil force to avoid. But wait, in other spots, Lilith is like a superheroine, a powerful female figure you can call upon for protection or some good advice. So, here's where the Lilith story kicks off. Way back in Sumer, around 2400 BC. It first pops up in the legendary Gilgamesh story called Gilgamesh and the Hulapu Tree. Gilgamesh and his dad, Lugal-Banda, rule in ancient Sumerian mythology. Back then, Lilith had a reputation as this stunning virgin or maiden. People believed that once she picked a lover, she was in it for the long haul, never giving him a breather. Now, let's talk about where she lives in this story. Lilith finds her spot in a tree named Hulapu, right smack between the snake's home and the roots and a little servant's place in the middle. Now this tree, once a serene willow by the Euphrates River, got a wild ride when a south wind came along, uprooting it for a river adventure. Along comes Ishtar, the queen of heaven, who rescues the tree, plants it in the holy garden, and dreams of making a throne out of it. But there's a twist. A snake's nest in the roots throws a wrench in Ishtar's plans. Spells don't work, so she's stuck. Up top, a bird sets up shop, and in the middle, Lilith gets her hands dirty. But here comes the hero Gilgamesh, wielding an axe like a lumberjack. He takes down the tree, deals with the snake, and the storm bird makes a run for it. As for Lilith, she dashes back to the wilderness where she came from. She's this tempting figure making waves in cultures worldwide, especially those rooted in the Middle East. Now, jump to the 10th century AD, and we open the book of Alphabet of Sirach to find the exciting story of Lilith and the first man. So back then, Lilith, just like the man she was created with from dust, was all about equality. But here's where it gets interesting. Lilith decides she's the one who can leave her husband, When he's not on board with the equal sharing deal, especially in the bedroom, she packs up and leaves. That's when the 3 angels show up, sent to bring Lilith back to Adam. The angels found Lilith in the Red Sea, getting cozy with demons and having more than 100 little demon babies daily. They tried to convince her to return, but she claimed that the big bad demon Samael already had a grip on her. So the angels decide to switch things up and have a little chat with Lilith. They convince her to promise not to harm Adam's descendants through his second wife Eve. They successfully put a lid on Lilith's mischief. Now, Lilith's journey is pretty wild, stretching from Judaism to the influential realms of Christianity and Islam. In Islamic stories, she takes on the role of Iblis's wife, the devil himself, believed to have created a bunch of demons and jinn through their union. Both Muslims and Christians have some Lilith influence in their respective faiths. What's interesting is that Lilith, who wasn't a big deal in Sumerian and Akkadian stories, suddenly became a star in monotheistic cultures. Here, she plays a key role in settling boundaries around sexuality. It's quite a journey. Hope you learned something new today. If you did, hit that thumbs up, share with your friend, and don't forget to subscribe for more interesting stuff. Now, thanks for watching, and we'll catch you next time.